Hello students, today we are studying biology class 11th, chapter number 3, that is kingdom plantae. In our last lecture we have studied chapter number 1, the living world, and we have completed that chapter on the same day, okay, because some part of the chapter is deleted. Today we will start with a new chapter, that is Kingdom Plantae. This is the third chapter in your textbook. Today is part 1 of this chapter, means first lecture of this chapter. When we say Kingdom Plantae, first we will study about the classification of Kingdom Plantae. Kingdom Plantae is classified on the basis of the characteristics like absence or presence of seeds, vascular tissue, differentiation of plant body, etc. It is classified in two types, that is cryptogams and phanerogams. Kingdom Plantae is divided into cryptogams and phanerogams. Cryptogams means non-flowering and non-seeded bearing plants. Okay, we can say that cryptogams are spore-producing plants and do not produce seeds and flowers. They reproduce sexually by gametes, but sex organs are concealed. That means sex organs are hidden. Okay, concealed means they are hidden. On the other side, phanerogams are commonly called seed-producing plants. They produce special reproductive structures that are visible. We can say that phanerogams are flowering and seed-bearing plants. Cryptogams are further subdivided into thallophytes, bryophytes, and pteridophytes. And phanerogams are further subdivided into gymnosperms and angiosperms. Cryptogams are divided into thallophyte, bryophyte, pteridophyte. Thallophyta means plant body is not well differentiated into root, stem and leaf. Bryophyta means vascular tissue are absent, but root-like, stem-like and leaf-like structure is present. And in pteridophytes, vascular tissue are present. Plant body is differentiated into root, stem and leaf, and plants do not produce seeds. Whereas in phanerogams, plant body is divided into gymnosperms and angiosperms. Gymnosperms are bearing naked seeds, and angiosperms seeds are present inside the fruit. These are some of the basic differences that we have studied in short. Now, one by one, we will study the characteristics, the silent features of all the divisions. Okay, silent features of the division Thallophyta, then Bryophyta, then Pteridophyta, then Gymnosperms, and then Angiosperms. So, one by one, we will study about the silent features or characteristics of the different divisions. So first, starting with the silent features of the division Thallophyta. Okay, Thallophyta means in this category the plants are mostly aquatic and they grow in marine or fresh water, but most of them are free living while some are symbiotic. It means majority of the plants are aquatic, that means they are found in water, they grow in marine or fresh water, and most of them are free living organisms, that means they are living freely in the water, while some are symbiotic, means they are present in association with some other plants. Second characteristic is plant body is thalloid. Thalloid means that the plant body is not differentiated into root, stem and leaf. It is undifferentiated into root, stem and leaves. Next point is, they may be small, unicellular, microscopic like cholera, non-motile, while chlamydomonas like motile. They are small, the Thallophyta organisms are very small, unicellular, that means it consists of single cells, and microscopic, that means they are only visible by microscope. We cannot see them with our naked eyes. And some of them are non-motile, example is chlorella, and some of them are motile. Non-motile means when they cannot move by themselves, they are called non-motile. And motile means when the organism move by themselves, then they are called as motile, movable we can see. Non-motile, non-movable. And for non-motile, the example is chlamydomonas. They can be multicellular, unbranched, filamentous like spirogyra, or branched, filamentous like cara. That means they are multicellular, having more than one cell. Unbranched, they don't have any branches. Filamentous, it means thread-like structure. Filamentous means thread-like structure, like spirogyra, or branched filamentous like cara. In Thallophyta, reserve food is in the form of starch. Then the reproduction takes place by vegetative, asexual or sexual method. Vegetative means when the reproduction takes place with the help of vegetative organs. Asexual means when the reproduction takes place with the help of asexual organs. And sexual means when the reproduction takes place with the help of male and female gametes. Next is, the life cycle shows phenomenon of alternation of generation, that means dominant haploid and reduced diploid phases. At one time there will be dominant haploid phase, and at the second time there will be reduced diploid phase. So it is called as alternation. That means one time it is haploid, another time it is diploid. Haploid, diploid. So it is altering with each other. So it is called as alternation of generation. Algae are classified as per its pigments like chlorophyll, xanthophyll and phycobilins. So we can say that Thallophyta is divided into three categories, that is Chlorophyceae, Phaeophyceae and Rhodophyceae. One by one we will study the characters of all these types. First one is Chlorophyceae. It means the green algae. The green algae is known as Chlorophyceae. In this, the plant body is unicellular, colonial, filamentous. It means the plant body is unicellular, single cell structure. Colonial means that the plant body is present in the colonies, and filamentous means thread-like structure. Cell wall contains cellulose in Chlorophyceae. Chloroplasts are of various shape, that is spiral or ribbon shaped, with chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. The stored food is in the form of starch, pyrenoids, and are located on chloroplast. Since it is green in color, that indicates that it is present in chloroplast, and they are rich in protein, so used as food. Example for Chlorophyceae is chlamydomonas, cara, spirogyra, etc. Volvox. Next is Phaeophyceae. The other name for Phaeophyceae is brown algae. In Phaeophyceae, the plant body is mostly marine and rarely it is freshwater. Okay, mostly the plant body means majority of the Phaeophyceae are found in marine condition, and rarely, very few, are found in freshwater condition. They are simple, branched and filamentous. Plant body is very simple, they are very branched and filamentous means it is thread-like structure. Cell wall has cellulose, fucains and algine. Then photosynthetic pigments like chlorophyll A, C and fucoxanthin are present. Mannitol, laminarine and starch are stored food materials. Body is usually differentiated into holdfast, stalk called stipe and leaf-like photosynthetic organ that is called frona or fronge. Many species of marine algae are used as food. Examples of Phaeophyceae are Laminaria, sargassum. Next is Rhodophyceae, that means red algae. In this Rhodophyceae plant body, these are found in marine as well as freshwater, means they are found in both marine water as well as freshwater. Plant body is thalloid, means it is not differentiated into root, stem and leaf. Cell contains chlorophyll A, D and phycoerythrin. Cell wall is made up of cellulose and pectin. Then they are stored. Food is in the form of floridine starch. Commercially important agar-agar, a solidifying agent in tissue culture medium, is obtained from red algae. Okay. Example for Rhodophyceae red algae is Bacterospermum, Glaceraria, Polysiphonia, etc. So, we have studied about the three different types of algae, Thallophyta, that is Chlorophyceae, green algae, Phaeophyceae, brown algae, and Rhodophyceae, red algae. Green, brown, and red algae, and we have seen the characteristics of these different types of algae. Okay, so now we have to study the character silent features of other divisions, that is Bryophyta, Pteridophyta, Gymnosperms and Angiosperms. Today we have studied about the silent features of the kingdom Plantae. In that we have studied about the cryptogams Thallophyta. Still one more cryptogam is remaining, that is Bryophyta, and then we will move to phanerogams. Okay, so for today we will stop here. We will continue the chapter in our next lecture. Thank you.